All right, today we are solving inequalities using addition or subtraction. So when you have an inequality, we'll start with something that we know, like 3 is less than 7. Notice we can add the same number to both sides, and we get something that is still true. Also, we can subtract. Let's start with that 3 is less than 7 again. And we can subtract the same number from both sides, and it's still true. So just like equations where you can add and subtract to solve, adding and subtract the same thing to both sides, we can do the same thing here. So notice from now on in this chapter, we're going to solve and graph. So to solve this, we would add 6 to both sides, and we get x greater than or equal to -4. And now we're also going to graph it. I'm not supplying the number lines for you. It's pretty easy to draw a line and just do it. And so here, this is closed circle, x greater than or equal to -4, and there we go. Next example. We have -2, b greater than -11. So here we go, -11. Remember, this is open circle and to the right. Next one, -8, x less than -9. Draw a number line. So now we're going to have open circle and then draw to the left. For this next one, it's not the order I like. We're going to add 5 to both sides. We'll start by doing that. 9 greater than n. But I want to rewrite it so it's 9 less than n less than 9. Notice it's still pointing at the end. The point is at the end. The big part's at the 9. So rewrite it so that we graph it correctly. So we have 9. And now when we go to graph, open circle at the 9 and then less than. We have some challenging ones because we're not afraid of fractions, right? We are not afraid of fractions. We're going to add 1/4 to both sides. And we're going to get 2/4, which is equal to 1/2 is greater than y. So 1/2 greater than y. I'm going to rewrite this so it's y is less than 1/2. See, it's still pointing at the y, big part's at the 1/2. And so now when we go to graph that, we can just put 1/2 here. It doesn't matter. It's so easy. So easy. And so we're going to have open circle and to the left. Next we have decimals. We're not afraid of we're not afraid of decimals either. And we're going to add 4.05 to both sides, which is going to give me 4.12 less than or equal to z. Again, I want to rewrite that. Because I like my variable on the left. It just makes sense that way. So we can just write 4.12 and greater than or equal to. So solid and then to the right. All right, I have 4 for you to try now. Pause it and try them and then push play to see how you did. All right, so we're going to subtract 5. We have x less than -6. Open to the left. Next we have -58, -58. And we get 17 less than W. Remember, I want to turn this around. Big part's at W, points at 17. Now I'm going to graph it. 17. Open, greater. We're not afraid of fractions and decimals either. We can do it. We're going to subtract 1/6 from both sides. These are common denominators, so we get 4/6, which is 2/3, less than or equal to y. But I want to turn that around so it's y is greater than or equal to 2/3. Notice big part's at the y, point is at the 2/3. So when I go to graph it, I have 2/3. And we're going to have closed circle greater than. And finally, we have our decimal, and we're going to add 0.7 to both sides. So 2.3. Looks like we get P is greater than negative 1.6. So we draw our line. Negative 1.6, and we are going to have open circle and greater than, and there you go.